my gosh, this is so wild. I will be addressing this wall only. I feel like we're on a silly little show where we're gonna match you up by what you laughed at. Most of you will not be leaving with who you came with. This is good. So your sense of humor partner is out there. Oh my gosh. Hi, it's Valentine's Day. Good for you guys. Good for you guys. Their hands are on each other's legs. That's so sweet. Give it up for these people. Give it up for love that's in the air. Oh my goodness. Are we in love? Make some noise if you're in love. Oh my gosh. Yikes. All right, team. We're gonna need to take that energy down. Cool it off, fellas. All right. I am in from out of town. I lived here for a long time, but whenever I travel for comedy, I like to check the local news stories. And I don't know if y'all heard this news story, but an unusually tall flamingo was recently bullied so badly at the Billings Zoo that she had to be moved to her own enclosure. Yeah, you heard this one? Yeah. This guy's on it. He's Billings Gazette on the fucking doorstep. He's keeping up with the hometown, the old HT. No, this flamingo was bullied so bad that she had to be moved to her own enclosure, and when they interviewed her about it, she was so wise. She was like, it's okay. Really tall birds are often ostracized. Well, if you're not here to be silly, I don't know what you're here for. No, okay, do you guys like serious jokes? Is that what you're into? I can do a serious joke for you. My boyfriend left the house the other day to go get a bag of dog food, and he came back really upset because he'd found a dead body. Told you. I was like, baby, it sounds like you just found 180 pounds of free dog food. What are you doing? Go get that, dude. We need that. In this economy, are you kidding? We reduce and reuse in this house. Now fetch, all right. Silly. I did say boyfriend in that last joke, and I feel like a lot of you probably made a different assumption about me when I walked down here. You probably saw me and you were like, this is a woman who has worked on a fishing boat for the snow. She's been elbow deep in tuna on purpose, for sure. Yeah, I also thought I was gay for a long time. It turned out, though, that I was just really fat. All right, we're not ready to admit some things go together. That's what I'm here to tell you, some things go together. No, being a lesbian is cool if you're fat, though, because you get to eat and never get stuffed. Plus, you get to lick the plate. All right. And the carpet's always clean. Okay, I'll stop. I'm chilling out. I am actually dating someone now. I have been making a man come lately. I know, good for me, Lord's work. Me with my rodeo hands, I know, I'm surprised every time. But my boyfriend will not let me call him bro. He will not let me. This is a conversation we've had multiple times. I want to real bad. So in retaliation, every time he does come, I'm like, yo, you look stupid as fuck right now, dude. Are you really gonna let a woman affect you like that? That's embarrassing. He hates it. No, I think he likes having sex with me. He keeps coming back, It's working. I think actually, I think he thinks I'm pretty good at it. He's complimented me, in particular on the way that I give head. Sorry, I feel so silly talking about it. He really likes that. But he never like compliments it after the fact, you know? It's like hard to trust that feedback. Only receive it in real time. I feel like probably the best blowjob you've ever had is the one you're currently receiving. Fellas? It's never like a Tuesday morning. He does say this thing that makes me laugh so much. When he tells me that I'm doing a good job, and this has happened a couple times, he'll be like, "How did you get so good at this?" Baby, I can't answer that question. My mouth is full. But also because you don't want the answer to that. The answer to that question is practice, my friend. I know, in that moment I have to maintain the illusion that this is just for him, you know? But like, don't interrupt my ability to do that. I'm an honest person, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Do you think I'm a prodigy at this? That's crazy. Hopefully you don't think I'm a child prodigy. Let's start. We met on the apps, which I know is very millennial of us, but Gen Z's not meeting at all, so we fucking got them, dude. Score one for us, dude. They might be younger and hotter, but for who, you know? Just to stay at home, dude. Sorry if you're young, I hate you. I'm just out of young, so I'm like resentful, you know? I'm not old enough yet to call myself a spring chicken, which I'm like so looking forward to. That's not what I was going to talk about. That's just an errant thought. No, we met on the apps. And it's the thing that actually attracted me to him. I really love it when a man has fishing photos in his dating profile. No, you're laughing, you think I'm doing a bit. I am so serious, I love this. I love seeing it because, ladies, hear me out, okay? Fishing takes a lot of wrist strength, okay? And that is a quality that I value in a man, hell yeah. One woman is clapping. She has the happy smile of having been railed recently, that's awesome. Was it a fly fisherman? That's what she looks like right now. It was, hell yeah. Good for him, dude. Good for her, yeah. Yeah, sorry, good for you. I hope it didn't stay dry, you know what I mean? Before I met my boyfriend, I did match with a guy who said that one of his hobbies was magnet fishing. Are we familiar? What? No, okay. So for those of you who don't know, magnet fishing is using a magnet to trawl the bottoms of bodies of water for anything metallic that may have fallen overboard, you know, like watches, knives, coins. It's like the cool version of your great Uncle Harvey, you know? And he's describing this to me, because I had never heard of it, he's describing this to me, and he was like, I think it's a really cool way to see value in things that other people have overlooked. And I was like, that is a very poetic way to describe scraping the bottom of the barrel. And he was like, well, we are on plentyoffish.net, which, fair enough. It was not going to work out. He was rich in omega-3s, but he was looking for a bottom feeder. Sorry, I didn't like saying that. You didn't like hearing it. It wasn't for us. We'll move on. I promise that's my only butt joke. I promise. I promise. I know this is like a big dog town. I don't actually have a dog, and I don't want a dog. Mostly because I have dated men in their 20s. Which I find is a very similar experience, right? Like, it's a lot of listening to whining, you know, keeping muddy feet off your furniture, keeping him from drooling on your friends when they come over. What am I gonna do with this guy? It's a little glimpse into my personal history. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know, I'm kind of insecure about the way that I come across. I know that's a hard pivot into... I know doing something like this doesn't seem like it, but it's, I feel like, I don't know, just nervous, because I look and sound like this all the time, right? Which means that I am often like the last stop on the way to coming out for the men that I date, you know? Like, if you can't get off here, this train goes straight to San Francisco. I am certain you can get off there. My straightest ex-boyfriend, which is a ranking we can do. There's a list. My straightest ex-boyfriend is pursuing musical theater in his 30s. It's a true fact. And we love him, we're very good friends. He's very soft and gentle. Oh man, yeah, tired of dating gay men. They're nice to you though. I think I'm not. I don't know, I was so insecure about it though that like a couple months ago I decided to get my testosterone level checked. Because I was like, there has to be an explanation for why I have to get my upper lip waxed, you know? Before I realized that that's like a salon service available everywhere in the country. Like, it can't be just me. But they told me, they were like, your testosterone levels are average for women. And I was like, sick. What else is it? You know, sick, bro. That's exactly my response. Nice. Yeah. No, they were like, your testosterone level is average for women, but they did not specify whether it's average for women or average for women who feel the need to check their testosterone. Which I do feel is a different sample size. It's a different population. You have, I'm sure, never checked your testosterone. It's never crossed your mind, you know? But I'm like, no, what's wrong? What's going on? Why can I throw a football like that? I don't get it. My dad actually told me once, this is again off topic, my dad told me once that he was like really glad that he wasn't gonna have sons. Like when he found out he was having daughters, he was like, oh, I'm so glad, because I'm so glad I'll never have to play catch. And I was like, I think I would have really benefited from playing catch with my dad. You see these shoulders, dude? I could have been a softball champion. I had to grow these with dumbbells like the rest of us do. All right. Okay, that's a lot of my like dating and stuff. So we're gonna talk about other stuff now. I know, I shouldn't have said that out loud. I should have just moved on. Comedy is like, it's all about, you know, just like kind of being live in the moment and editing yourself as you go, you know, just, you know, marking your mistakes for everyone to notice and feel all right. I know that this is a very like tense time in this country, but I really love it here, and I think that America is like really like fundamentally worth preserving. Because in America we have things that there are not anywhere else. Like people who don't believe in evolution. I love those people. They do this thing that I love, it makes me laugh every time, but it's like, oh, it's so cool. They go, if human beings evolved from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? Which is a great question. There are still monkeys for the same reason there are still people in your hometown. We are the monkeys that figured figured out about grinding. Like, I feel like the first Homo sapien was looking around at the monkeys like, shit, man, I'm just built different. It's easy to cold plunge, it's the Ice Age, let's fucking go. He like climbed down out of his tree and he was like, what's up, YouTube? Today, we're gonna develop a brain that can experience anxiety. I'm pissed at that monkey. I'm pissed at him, dude. Being a monkey was a good life. It was so fun for us. Think about what a monkey's up to on a day-to-day. Jumping on the bed. Banging on typewriters. Being around. That's what monkeys are up to, dude. The hardest thing a monkey has ever had to do is ride a tricycle and bang cymbals together at the same time. That sounds awesome. I can't even smoke a cigarette on my bicycle. You want me to wear a tiny vest too? I can't do that. I'm pissed at that monkey. I don't know, I just feel like he decided that it was time to he woke up one day and he was like, I think I'm going to invent the concept of going off to the big city. I'm going to decide to believe in myself. And now I got to hustle. I'm pissed about it. I don't want to go to work. I walked past a store a couple of days ago that had a hat in the window. It was for sale, you're familiar. You get it. And the hat said, "Make heaven crowded." Okay. I feel like that's what you wear to shoot up a preschool. Is that? Am I the crazy one? That was my first thought. I was like, that's Sandy Hook core, dude. That's crazy. You know, kill a bunch of innocents before they can sin, you know? Heaven crowded. I just feel like some of you weren't connecting the dots, you know? Like the little dots on the floor. Dots along the wall. Okay, I'll stop. I'll fucking chill out. Also in that store, they had a t-shirt that said, God's favorite. And I'm sure you guys have seen this, yeah. People have been throwing this phrase around. I cannot think of anything I would like to be less than God's favorite. Because I've heard some pretty famous stories about what happens to that guy's favorite kids, okay? You might be familiar. There's one in particular. I want a six-pack, sure. But I do not want splinters, okay? Ouch. No, gracias. Do you guys not like it when I compare myself to Jesus? Is that what's happening? Single light, beaming down. Yeah, fair enough. I do like the idea of Jesus getting splinters, when he's carrying the cross there. Because it's such an insult to his craft, you know what I mean? He was looking around I know we got sand, what's going on, fellas? Oh my gosh. I don't know, I'm kind of going through it with religious stuff right now. I'm not sure where I'm at, because I was raised in the church, went away for a while, and I'm kind of coming back, kind of getting into the idea of God again. But I think what it comes down to is I feel really angry with God. Because we're supposed to be monkeys, dude. We're supposed to be monkeys just hanging out, dude. That's where the phrase hanging out comes from. It's from monkeys hanging out. Look it up, dude. We're supposed to be monkeys, but then God, I feel like he was oh, I want someone to witness my glory, you know? Like, I want consciousness to experience my perfection and stand in awe. And so he, you know, tapped a monkey on the shoulder and was like, yo, buddy, time to live, laugh, lock in. All right? That's actually the 11th commandment, fun fact. Little known fact, take that to Bible school. Let there be light, live, laugh, lock in. I don't know. He decided he wanted to make us smart, you know, and like smart enough to be able to see his beautiful game and not smart enough to play. And that causes us a lot of anguish, you know? Like, we have these moments where we're like, oh, like, I see the perfection within myself. I feel the spark of the divine, and I could be, you know, excellent and strong. And then we always fall short, you know, and it causes us a lot of pain. But I think he wants one of us to win his game, you know? Without cheating, right? That's why he's sending us gifts now to become like strong and perfect. Like creatine. And suspiciously, the devil is tempting us with Ozempic at the same time. That's plastic surgery from the inside. Stop it, okay? It's bad for you. Anything I am willing to do to become strong is like, you know, God beloved, and anything other people, like anything beyond that, that's cheating. That's kind of what I've decided. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love being here. I love being at home. I lived in this town for a while. I've been visiting for like a week, and I was in the women's bathroom at the Crystal the other night. Hell yeah. Some fans. Don't ask what I was doing in there. Some of you seem to know, but the rest of you don't want to. No, I was in the women's bathroom at the Crystal, and I saw an ad for a Safe Ride Home app if you're worried that you may have been drugged. And I can only assume that the men's bathroom at the Crystal has ads for things that men also need, like lawyers. Okay, you guys, some of this has been a little bit dark. And I really appreciate you guys hanging on with me, okay? We're gonna talk about something a little bit more lighthearted, okay? It's Valentine's Day. I'm backing off. Lighthearted. Why can't I buy a hard bristle toothbrush? I have looked everywhere. They are not available, okay? Toothbrushes come in extra soft, soft, medium, and extra medium. All right? Can't buy a hard bristle toothbrush. And I was complaining about this to a good friend of mine, and he was like, it's because, Serena, that's me, the American Dental Association doesn't recommend that you use a hard bristle toothbrush. It scrapes off too much enamel. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But I can do anything else I want in this country against medical advice. Against medical advice. Do you understand me? I can walk around unvaccinated. I can drink malt liquor. I can stick my dick in crazy. Your doctor recommends none of those things. I can invite a tiny carnivore to live in my house and insist that it eat vegan cat food. It's against veterinary advice. I am looking at you, Bozeman. I can do ketamine at a wellness retreat. First of all, sick. But if it's a real doctor, he does not recommend that, okay? Oh my gosh, I can do anything I want. And it's like, we as a culture are so mean to dentists, right? Like, we say that they're not real doctors through the butt of all these jokes. Just watch Seinfeld. We're so mean to dentists. Like, your dentist is at a medical conference right now, and some idiot MD, fresh out of med school, just walked up to him and was like, what does DDS even stand for? Double dick sucker? Is that why you're telling us all to spit all the time? We're so mean to dentists, dude. We're so mean to dentists that they're killing themselves in droves. Some of you are familiar with that statistic. That's real, I know. I don't know. But none of us can imagine having the kind of power that dentists do, right? Because doctors said, hey, no more Four Loko. And we were like, that's cool, we'll just sell vodka next to Red Bull. No problem. But dentists said no hard bristle toothbrushes. And you have never seen one next to floss at CVS, okay? I don't know, there's like a fair number of like old men in my life, because I'm trying to get written into some wills. It's like a late term adoption, you know? It's a good strategy. But every so often, like you hear like men from the 70s or whatever, they're like, you know, when we didn't have to take all these drugs. We didn't have all these people on Zoloft and Adderall and Ozempic. And it's like, yeah, but then you took cocaine away. That was doing all of those things for you. Less side effects, man. Just a 50-year war on Latin America. It's going well, also. All right. I think it would be a really tough break to be an ugly optometrist. You know? Because you want to do a good job. But there's always that moment, you know, when you get the prescription adjusted just right. And he's like, oh, so sad. He's like looking at the triangle chart, just like E-W, E-W, E-W. Is your optometrist ugly? He can't even tell that I'm pointing at him. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess, yeah, dude. My optometrist is ugly as fuck, dude. I don't know, I've never seen him. I don't know what that dude looks like. That's awesome. That was the most perfect response you could have given. I'm so pleased with you, dude. That's fucking sick. Did you not answer because you're wearing camo and you think I can't see you? I'm so sorry. I will leave you alone. That was the best possible outcome, dude. That's so oh my gosh. Okay, because here's the thing. It's not like the technology to make a hard bristle toothbrush doesn't exist, right? Because you can buy a hard plastic bristle brush to clean your gun. You can buy a gun. I want to be clear, this is Montana, I live in Texas. I am pro-gun, okay? But I am also pro-hard bristle toothbrush. And one of those things is way more likely to kill your baby. The other one works, you just have to try a little harder. And I brush hard, dude, I don't know what to tell you. No, I was finally complaining about this to my dentist. I was telling him about going on forums to try to 3D print my own hard bristle toothbrush with no serial number. And he showed me what he uses. It's a toothbrush shaped like a gun. He says he loves the feeling of putting it in his mouth. I wonder what's coming next. Brutal, dude. I like doing that joke because I always say that it's gonna be lighthearted. And then it turns out to be about suicide. And gun control. Come and take it. All right. Silly. Oh my gosh, you guys, I gotta land this plane. I gotta get out of here. We've been having so much fun. I don't want to go. Give it up one more time for yourselves for coming out tonight. Listening to me do very intense jokes. if you are at all interested, I am on Instagram at ShutUpSerena. I'll also be in the back talking to people as you leave. Please come say hi. That does really help me out if you're interested. If not, thank you so much. Have a great night. Hell yeah, thank you so much. And you know, there's no graceful way to transition out of any of that stuff I was just talking about. So I just gotta move on now, you know? We just gotta talk about something else. Gosh, nothing will turn you into a Republican faster than having Gen Z coworkers, am I right? I hate those kids. They can't do anything. No, I'm not a Republican, not yet. I still have a nose ring, please calm down. Some of us are what we look like. But I did recently start listening to some conservative podcasts, just because I wanted to stop getting ads for gender-neutral underwear. Like for a while, Instagram was sure that I wanted to wear something called women's boxers. But now that I listen to conservative podcasts, Instagram knows that I want to wear full coverage tactical briefs for female patrons. They're made in a different factory and everything. No, I feel bad making fun of these kids, these young bucks out there. You know, I feel bad making fun of them because I'm 31 now, and I feel like we're really not giving these kids the tools that they need to live in the world, and that's on us. You know, like every class in school is just group therapy now. And it's undeniably making these kids more sensitive. Like I learned the other day that they can't even play hangman in school anymore. Because none of them can spell. And I think that's terrible. I think that's terribly terrible. Sorry, I'm just trying to sound young. You guys have been so much fun. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Serena Teal, everybody. Keep driving for Serena. We're so lucky to have her. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for